Uh, well, Dr. God, thank you for your question. Indeed, all of us, having had a long innings as a diplomat, having served in various countries in the world, have a treasure trove of memories. One of my abiding recent memory was when I was rushed from Korea to Canada as the High Commissioner of India. And within 6 weeks of my, 5 weeks rather, of my arrival in Canada, Prime Minister Modi paid a visit. It was a visit by an Indian Prime Minister after 43 years, and it was a very significant visit. Prime Minister Modi was speaking to a packed audience of 10,000 people in Toronto. And Prime Minister Harper was also there, and there were bigwigs from Canada, from every walk of life, industry, business, political, uh, media. And next to me, as Prime Minister Modi was speaking, there was the CEO of one of the largest companies. In fact, I can name him, the CEO of Brookfield, which has more than $10 billion of investments in India and growing. Prime Minister was speaking in Hindi as he normally does, but the energy in the air was electrifying. People were riveted. And suddenly, the CEO, who was white Canadian, he turned to me and said, "High Commissioner, I do not understand a word of what your Prime Minister is saying because he's speaking in Hindi. But listen, whatever he's selling, I'm going to buy." Now that was the kind of impact on of Prime Minister Modi, about of the energy that he had generated, the enthusiasm that he had generated, that a business tycoon like the CEO of Brookfield, uh, who have more than $250 billion in assets under management, uh, looked at what India had to offer, India had to say, and certainly, as Prime Minister Modi says, he represents a great country called India with 101.3 crore people. Now, talking of uh, my own almost 4 decades of diplomatic life, when I started in 1981, the biggest thing that has happened is change. There has been a phenomenal change in the last 4 years, 4 decades, in India's standing, India's stature. Let's remember 1991 when we were almost in the financial doldrums. We had to pawn our gold. Fast forward to 2019, and today we are the fastest growing major economy in the world. Uh, we have been leveraging our relations one after the other with different countries. We are a nuclear power. We are going to be the fifth largest economy in the world very soon. We are a technological powerhouse. We are one of the youngest major nations in the world. And above all, proving the Cassandra's wrong, we have become a vibrant democracy. Uh, the Indian leadership is seen, or India is seen with respect and appreciation uh, all over the world. And similarly, not just India, the geopolitics of the world has changed. Berlin Wall has fallen. Soviet Union no longer exists. Russia is no longer a major power. Emergence of China has been astounding, and China sees itself as now the next superpower. Uh, China is our neighbor. We have a difficult and challenging relationship with China, but I think we have been managing it reasonably well. Asia, the center of economic gravity and gradually political gravity has shifted is shifting from the west to the east to Asia. It's a very big development to happen. Within about 10 years, within about 5 years rather, three of the four biggest economies in the world will be from Asia. Second, third, and fourth will be China, Japan, and India, respectively. Who could have imagined it 40 years ago? The 30 million strong Indian diaspora has fanned out to practically every country, every region in the world, and is making its imprint. Uh, on the other side is the fourth industrial revolution. The information technology and biotech innovation is sweeping the world and transforming the world as never before. The name of the game today is the fourth industrial revolution. And on the downside is terrorism, which has been India's consistent challenge for the last 40 years, and especially for the last 30 years in the state of Jammu and Kashmir in particular. It's the state-sponsored terrorism emanating from our neighborhood and fanning out, while we are the worst affected, fanning out to all parts of the world. So there have been some unprecedented landmark shifts, transformations, changes that have happened in the geopolitical and geoeconomic situation in the world. And the relationships yesterday's enemies have become today's friends. Today's friends have kind of drifted up. Yesterday's friends have drifted apart. So that has been the challenge and opportunity for India's foreign policy, and I'm very happy that mostly we have played our cards well, and India walks tall in the comedy of nations. And looking back, I'm very proud that I have played a very, very tiny part in this great journey of nation building.
Thank you, sir. You have been a witness to all that has happened, and I think you are the most suitable person to speak about that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Actually, I am so sorry that I kept you waiting.